Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Chris.
And it's your girl Jeff. And this is This Week in K-Pop for January 9th to January 15th. This is kind of where we go over songs that were released over the week, things we didn't really get to react to, and we kind of just give our quick opinions on what we thought of those. So let's jump right into it.
All right, so first up on January 9th, we had Sona I with their first single album called I Think I Love You. It's a single album, but I think there were like 4 songs on here, so I don't know what the fuck a single album is, but overall, this was kind of whatever to me. The title track was pretty whatever. I think they seem to be playing it pretty safe with this. Nothing really impressed me super bad or super well, I guess. The only song that I really liked on this album was probably the last song called Talk About You. But it's kind of like a slow song to begin with, so it's not super my thing. I guess if you've liked Sona I's past releases, you'll probably like this because it's pretty similar. But overall, I wasn't super impressed.
Yeah, I'm pretty much of the same opinion. I wasn't super happy with it. I've never been super happy with where Sona I's at in terms of music, and I don't really enjoy that. I think it's a bit too bubbly for me. And yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, for me, it's just a bit too generic for them having been a group for what, like 2 years now.
I think this is their third year now. Like coming up, this is their third year.
Yeah, I think they debuted in like December 2014. I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on, we've got Ravi with his debut mini album Realize, but spelled with a
R.eel1Z.
Anywho, there was the title track was Bomb, and it was interesting, I'll say. I should probably mention that Ravi himself had a hand in pretty much every song that was made. Well, not pretty much every song that was made on the album. When it comes to producing, lyrics, composing, all of it was like he had a hand in it at least, if he didn't create it entirely himself. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a ton of good songs on the mini actually, and I really like almost every single person that he featured on the mini. It's probably the first time that I can actually say I was surprised and impressed by Ravi. And I know that sounds really mean, but I've never really been taken aback by Ravi's rapping or anything in Bix's songs. So to find an actual solid album was kind of nice. My only problem with the album is that none of the songs are really next level, on the greatness or anything. But I actually think a lot of this, most of the songs are really, really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Check it out if you haven't.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got January 11th with Hello Venus and their 6th mini album called Mystery of Venus. I know we got a couple comments asking us to react to the title track Mysterious. We didn't get around to it. I'm really, really sorry. Things just kind of came up. But we did watch the music video on our own time, and it was pretty whatever. I feel bad. Hello Venus has kind of had a spotty track record with us the past couple years, and this music video
I wouldn't even say the past couple of years. I'd say they've had it since the beginning.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's been very hit or miss with us for Hello Venus. But
Yeah.
we still keep checking into them.
Yeah, I mean, we like Hello Venus. It's just nothing has really blown me away lately. The outfits were pretty cheap. It was like a storyline that we've seen before of girls being detectives going after a guy or whatever. The dance was also pretty whatever. So, music video was kind of a disappointment. Also, this mini album only has 4 songs, which just seems a little low, especially considering one of them, Glow, we got last year, almost a year ago. So it's only 3 new songs.
It's been almost a year ago. I don't know.
It was April. So
okay, wow. Okay,
9 months. So
I thought it was in September.
No, it was
you can tell where I'm at in terms of time.
Yeah, and the other 2 songs were pretty whatever. So I guess again, if you like Hello Venus, you'll probably like this, but it wasn't anything to write home about for me personally.
Yeah, let me just chime in real quick. I believe we had a comment on one of our videos that asked us to watch it, and they said that there was girls in suits, so that I would really be excited and happy.
They were in suits.
And they were in suits for maybe the first minute, I think. And then they were
and they were cheap suits. It looked like it was that weird
it was
fake
polyester
velvet.
weird shit. I don't know what the fuck, but and then they swapped into like these cheap, like weird neon colored latex raincoat
Something.
things or something. Not even latex. It was like, I don't even know what that was. It looked uncomfy.
Yeah.
But sorry that we couldn't react to it again. But
Yeah, sorry.
thank you for the suggestion, and we did check it out regardless. We just couldn't get to react to it.
Yep.
All right, next up on January 12th, we had Junkei's comeback. Yeah, I
With
don't
a
e-
mouthful of
I
an
don't-
album title.
I don't know how to pronounce this album title. 77-1x3-00. Maybe I'm missing something in this. Is it supposed to say something?
I don't. Maybe it's supposed to mean something. Maybe it's code.
Like, it's not even like leet speak. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I have no idea. But yeah, he had two. Well, I don't want to say two title tracks. He had a.
I call them title tracks because there were
okay.
music videos for
Sure.
both.
There was music. There's two
So-
music videos dropped for Your Wedding and No Shadow. Your Wedding came out, I think, like a week
On
or
the
so.
3rd.
Week,
think.
week or two early.
Yeah.
In comparison to the rest of the album, but yeah, this whole album is like composed by and written like lyrically by Junkei, which is really fucking impressive.
That's really cool.
It's
I like
really
that a lot.
cool. We said it about Ravi earlier. It's the same thing with Junkei. It's really cool. I'm glad he gets to show off his kind of artistic direction for his music. And I think it actually went through really well because the majority of the songs, besides like the first track, and maybe No Shadow, but the rest of them were kind of like this real smooth R&B. And yeah, he's obviously a really talented guy vocally. If you haven't gotten the chance to listen to this album and you're kind of like a fan of like R&B, you kind of really owe it yourself to check out the rest of the album because it's all really good.
I was telling Jeff earlier we were having a listen through, and I think smooth is like the word that I would use to describe Junkei because all these songs are so smooth and like just smooth R&B and just like so easy to listen to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so next up, also on the 12th, we had a solo debut of an artist called I, or Cha Yoonji, with her, I guess, mini album called I Dream, and the title track, what was it called?
Okay, well,
The short version.
We had like two different kind of titles told to us.
Right, because
one
the
of
first
them-
one was "If You Wish Hard, It Will, come, true,"
which is
featuring
a-
Tiger JK.
Which is a
That's
really
so long.
long title, but in the music video, it just said "I wish."
Yeah.
So like,
So
much better, much more understandable, much easier to remember. Just weird.
yeah. So this, like I said, this was her solo debut. I think we mentioned this last week as well. I can't remember the artist's name. I feel really bad now. But it's like solo debuts from artists who haven't like previously been in groups is like so my jam. Like I'm so excited to see stuff like that. And this was a really strong debut for me. She sounds kind of old school, but also mixes in like a new sound. And the result is sort of reminds me a lot of Boa, like especially her older stuff, which is super, super good because I love Boa's older stuff. Well, I love all of her stuff really, but especially her older stuff. And so that's really exciting to me. I don't really have too much else to say about the mini except go check it out. It's super, super good. And I'm super looking forward to what she puts out next.
Yeah, I'll just mention this real quick. If you guys are into B1A4, this is Baro's sister, actually. So I don't know if that interests you, just because he's like he's related to her. But you know, if for whatever reason that interests you, you should check her out. I think that it's like it's also if you like older kind of sounds for K-pop, like if you were more of a fan of like maybe like 2010 ish era of K-pop, this is probably right up your alley. This sounded right from that time, but it's been updated so it doesn't sound like it's outdated at all. So yeah, I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to January 13th, we had the debut of maybe a cool girl group named Dreamcatcher. Yes,
which is like a re-debut. We didn't mention it in our
we didn't mention it, but we did know that they re-debuted from Minx technically. 5 of the members of Dreamcatcher, which is a majority because there's 7 members, 5 of them were from Minx. And I guess Minx wasn't really working out for the company. They didn't like how it was going. So they took those 5 girls and they put them in a new group with a new branding called Dreamcatcher. And they debuted with the, I guess it's supposed to be a single, but there's like, I guess technically it's a single. There's 4
Well,
songs, but
yeah,
there's a single because there's only 2
well,
real
there's
songs.
2 real songs. There's an intro
Right.
and an instrumental.
So yeah, they debuted with a single called Nightmare. There's 4 songs if you like
Chase Me.
instrumentals slash intros, I guess.
Single called, well,
The single is
song's
called Chase Me. The single album is called Nightmare, right?
Right.
So, anywho, this is my favorite debut of the year so far. If you guys haven't checked out our reaction, we have it up already. You guys go and do that if you want to.
We'll have links in the description.
We'll
for that
have
kind of
links
stuff.
somewhere. And I honestly, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I think this is one of the greatest debuts I've ever seen, ever, since like Twice with Like Ooh-Ah. But I didn't know how big Twice would kind of get, and I also didn't at the time know that Twice was from a reality show, so I didn't know how big that was gonna grow. But as far as I know, Dreamcatcher's not from a reality show. They don't have that much crazy shit going on behind them. So I actually really enjoyed the debut. Concept is so underutilized, like entirely in K-pop, and then even doubly so, maybe even more than doubly, but like maybe like 4 times as much so for girl groups. So like just that alone was enough to sell me on the group. But even if you don't like Catch Me, you should probably check out their other song. What was it called? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I forgot the name of it, but it's not a ballad, but it's a slower song, and it has like a completely different vibe to it, but like they take a really interesting kind of direction on the chorus part of it, where it doesn't sound
Emotion.
Like,
That's
it's
what
called
it was.
Emotion. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it takes a completely different like direction with it, and I think it's still also really good. Not as unique or like interesting as Catch Me, because I think Catch Me is ridiculously unique in terms of K-pop. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the group yet, I fully recommend it. I'm in there. I am a fan. My dream has been caught.
All right, and then last we got on January 15th, Rain came back with his new song, The Best Present. If you guys don't know Rain, you should. I did not know Rain before this,
This
so I
still
feel really
so
bad.
hard. Chris didn't know who Rain was.
This guy's been around for like 20 years apparently, and so yeah. This is a new like kind of like smooth R&B ballad. It was produced by Psy, which was like a big thing they were promoting in like the
Yeah.
title of the song even.
Yeah,
so
because
that was
normally you don't
interesting.
say like, oh, produced by this guy, unless it's like
The
a
only
big
other-
name that you need to drop, kind of. You don't
Right,
need
the
to
only
drop, but
The only other thing I can think of that reminded me of that was the Sistar song from last year with
right,
that
with Giorgio
whatever.
Moroder, right?
Right.
They were like,
Which is-
but they said like featuring him though. That was even weirder.
Right.
But anyway,
But anyway, this is a music video that we didn't react to, although I wish we had because it was really, really good.
dude, I was like
It was really
screaming
good.
the entire video. I'm not even a fangirl, but like the video is so sick. Like, okay, it's not an actual like one take video where it's like
We thought it
just-
was.
We thought it was. But the editing is so good that it could trick you into thinking it was done in all one take. And like the light show is like
Yeah, they had lights
mind-blowing.
coming from behind. The whole thing
It
was,
was
dark.
sick.
He was like putting pans through lights and shit. It was like next level.
You want to talk about his
Ooh,
little-
he did this thing right where he like lifts up his shirt, showing off them abs. I was like, girl, it was too much. But it was a really good song. Like I said, I'm sad we didn't react to it. But yeah,
All right,
I guess that's it.
that was it for the week.
That's it for the week.
Pretty short week.
It was kind of a short week.
Didn't feel too
But this
overwhelmed
next
at all.
this next week,
Oh, this next week is packed.
got a lot of stuff coming up. But
Should we apologize now or in the video for next week?
Oh, are we? What are we apologizing for?
We're not gonna be doing the reaction for CLC, for instance.
Oh, yeah. So we tried recording our CLC reaction. It did not go well. We also tried recording Sohyun's reaction.
And it did not go well.
Did not go well. So we won't be uploading those.
We won't be uploading those reactions. I don't want to say sorry, because like we're
I'm sorry
trying
about
to save you
Sohyun's.
guys from having crappy videos to watch because they weren't interesting. We're not saying. I'll tell you right now, I didn't like either song that much. But the Sohyun one, I will say, the Sohyun one was because of the weird mixing in the video. It had nothing to do
Yeah,
with the song because
I
on
feel
the
bad.
actual mini, it's so much better.
Right, and this is like the same problem that 17 had last year with Pretty
Hmm.
You, where the mixing on the music video was like really crap.
I
And
don't know.
then
I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened, but it did not come out as well in the video as it did in the album, and it made me not as happy. But all I'm
yeah,
saying is that we're not doing it because we had negative reactions. You guys are free to
right.
know
You
that we
guys,
didn't like them.
you
You
guys know that
guys
we put out very
know.
unpopular opinions
Yes,
all the time.
and so we're not up now. We're not uploading them because they're negative. It's because our reactions were pretty just like we were just like staring at the screen basically.
Yeah, for CLC, I was just like
Yeah.
the whole time.
Don't expect those videos today. I apologize, but we will review them next week and this week in K-pop.
Yep. And again, this is only our second week doing this segment. If you guys have any suggestions, anything we should change, please let us know. We want to make this better, more interesting. So yeah,
And shorter. We're trying to keep them
and shorter.
shorter.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
we
trying to-
failed again, but we
How
did
long
better,
are we on
I
this
think.
one? Well,
I
doesn't
think
matter.
it was like a 15-minute video, but
Okay, we're good. No, that's not better. All right. Anyway, thanks guys for
slightly. Okay, anyway.
thanks guys for watching. Let us know what you guys thought down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.